Okay, today I'm going to be interviewing my dad, Scott Bloditz, but he's also known as Scotty V at school. Alright, tell me a little bit about where you grew up, your family, siblings, basics like that.
So I grew up in Ankeny, Iowa, which is just north of Des Moines. I have a brother and a sister. I'm the oldest of the three. So my brother's 3 years younger than I am. My sister is 10 years younger than
Alright, and where did you go to school? In Ankeny?
I am. High school, I went to Ankeny High School.
What kind of activities were you involved in while you were growing up? Did you hang out with friends a lot, sports, etc.?
So started sports very early. So at the age of 5, I started playing baseball and basketball. And then I played sports all the way through high school. So into high school, I was in, at some point or another, I was in football, basketball, track, and baseball.
What was your least favorite sport?
My least was track, absolutely.
Gymnastics?
I did some gymnastics at 5 years old, yes.
And what was your favorite?
Baseball was my favorite always.
And did you ever think about continuing baseball later on into college?
Yes, I actually played some baseball in college. I played a couple years at a small school in South Dakota.
Did you end up continuing on after?
So after there, I went to the University of Northern Iowa and graduated from there with my business management degree.
So where did you end up starting your family?
In Lincoln, Nebraska.
So what made you move back to Lincoln?
After I graduated from the University of Northern Iowa, I was looking for jobs in Des Moines area and then also Nebraska. While I was in college, my mom and dad had moved to Nebraska. So then I ended up finding a job in Omaha outside of, or after college, so then I moved to Nebraska.
Nebraska with your family your whole life?
My whole life.
Or your whole family?
No, so we were in Nebraska from 2001 to 5. And then we moved down to Arizona. And we were in Arizona until 2009. And so while we were in Arizona, the marvelous Amy Block part to Nebraska in November or December of 2009. And been back here since.
So have your sports background affected your children?
So, I mean, I'm pretty passionate about sports, and so I think all the girls, all my girls, have kind of picked up on that and participated in sports, and obviously all of them are pretty competitive, which good or bad, they probably get that from me. So I would say I've influenced it quite a bit.
What would be your favorite sport to watch of your children?
So it's a couple different ones. I liked watching you play volleyball and going to our club tournaments and stuff. That was always fun with the parents and watching you play, and then run track, and then I had to go watch you people run cross country. So, anytime I get to see you guys compete is I enjoy that. So I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite,
Ever felt like you were made to be a boy dad?
but funny story is I have a friend that has 3 daughters as well, and so we used to always talk about how God blessed us with girls because we probably be way too hard on boys because we're both very much in this.
How do you think that your parents affected you and the way that you parent?
Definitely things that I do that they did because I've tried to pick up the good things and try to get rid of this bad stuff that I don't necessarily like, but there's definitely things that they did, for example, come to my sporting events. They came, and me, my brother and sister, we all were involved in sports, and they never missed a game, anything. From the time we were 5 years old up through college and stuff, they were always there. So that was always something that was important to me. That's something I've tried to, I'm probably at 90% of the things that I've tried to do as well, because that's important. I definitely paid attention to the things they did and didn't do and tried to, what I believe in my eyes, make it better.
Are you excited to be a boy dad? He's not having a child.
No more kids for me. It'll be fun. It'll be a different experience. But yes, I'm looking forward to being a part of that.
Are you excited to be like part of like his soccer? So you see it more
It's not a real sport. It's play. But yeah, I mean, he, as you know, George is very passionate about his soccer. So it's, watching you play club volleyball, it'll be fun to kind of watch the different club sport, watching you do your soccer.
I just feel like I have to ask it. Are you excited to have a son that's as humble as you? Just kidding.
I think I finally found somebody that I'm more humble than.
Probably. The last question. We know it's going to be a pretty easy one. So, who is your favorite daughter?
Definitely Avery.
Thank you for having this interview.